Extra, extra, read all about it. Aries, this is all about you. This is your weekly oracle and tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. This is an energy reading, not a horoscope. So this could pick up on wherever Aries energy is influencing your natal chart or influencing your life, so you could be dealing with an Aries. There's a new Aries video every single week, so please do click subscribe and ring that bell so you get your content as soon as it's fresh uploaded. Now, I know I call these weeklies, and I call them weeklies because I make a new video every single week. That doesn't mean it's just the energies for this week. So please do look through the playlist, and whatever calls to you, please do listen. The energy resonates when it resonates. I also encourage you to not just look at your sun sign, which is what I'm assuming drew you to this reading, but your rising sign and your moon sign as well. They can give you lots of insights into what is affecting and impacting you beyond your sun sign. There is always, I just had a total brain fart, Aries. There's always an extended reading. That link is in the description box below. It is a full tarot card spread that susses out the details and gets specifics and really personalizes the energies we pick up on here. And that includes a full romance and relationship reading as well. Yes, I do personal readings. That information is also in the description box below. Let's get into your reading. So Aries, we're going to start with a crowning energy, which is the energy that's basically the theme of the entire reading. And then we're going to move to your central energy, which is the heart of your challenges. And then finally, we're going to end with your grounding energy, which is what's rooting you, holding you down and giving you stability, basically your way through. So let's start with your crowning energy. We really didn't get a crowning, did we? We didn't really get a pop out. And there we go. Overcome any obstacle, but it's in reverse. So you're feeling stuck. You're feeling stuck. You're feeling underappreciated. You're feeling like you didn't have a choice as to where you are now, as to how you got where you are. Now, this could be a whole plethora of things. You could be in a romantic relationship and feel stuck in it, but not just stuck in the relationship, stuck in the reasons why you choose the relationship, stuck in this mindset, stuck in the mud, turned upside down and really having no mobility. This could also be expectations that you have being levied on top, expectations of yours or other people's being levied on top of you and weighing you down and not allowing you to progress. It's certainly a feeling of feeling underwhelmed and drained. It could also be an aspect of financial stress, meaning that you're working too hard. You're stuck right now because of financial stress. You don't have as much flexibility because your income has been decreased. And there is a sense of lack of joy because even if your finances had been decreased, there's a sense of you could still love your life. You're just not as flexible or malleable when it comes to your finances right now. But this is a sense of really being weighed down and stuck and not feeling appreciated, feeling underwhelmed with A, the money that you're making, and B, the work that you're doing for it. So there is that sense of just not feeling any bit of pleased right now. But let's get into the energy a little bit deeper. This is Taurus energies. You could be dealing with a Taurus. There's just this sense of things moving too slowly or feeling like they're not moving at all. And I understand a lot of times, especially with that Aries mentality, there's this sense of if it's not moving, if it's not happening, you work the hardest because you always have to be feeling like something's moving forward, like something, like to do is to move forward. But that's really not the only way to make progress. We are at this point, June 23rd and 24th, we are 7 planets in retrograde. Venus will come out of retrograde tomorrow, so that's a little bit of relief. And of course, Mercury retrograde will only last till mid-July, but there is this sense of Yeah, everything has slowed down, but understand that the way to move forward is not just by doing. Sometimes the way to move forward is by allowing and letting the state of being kind of permeate you and be okay for right now. Because if you try to make too much movement in quicksand, you're going to sink. You're going to wear yourself out. Whereas if you just lay back and float, you'll be fine. You can like sort of like paddle yourself to the edge and get yourself out. This is a sense of sometimes the path of least resistance is the way to move forward. And so with this energy that you have right now, I know you feel stuck, but as long as you don't struggle too hard against this energy, you won't be stuck. Let's get into the rest of the reading. Set healthy boundaries. Yeah, huge burdens, emotional burdens. A sense of being defensive to the point where your defenses are weighing you down. There's a lot of stuckness and heaviness here. This is low vibrating Cancerian energy to just basically block everything out instead of dealing with it. Because you don't want to let it in. You don't want to let anything permeate you. And then you end up blocking yourself in the walls that have kept you safe. You could be feeling a great, tremendous amount of burden when it comes to safety right now. A sense of, that kind of mentality. And I don't want to wear the fucking masks. And I know I'm so sick of all these restrictions. I just want to be open and free and charging forward again. I think because Taurus energy is establishment energy, right? There is this sense of feeling like you're just being overburdened by people wanting you to be afraid when you're not afraid, people wanting you to be cautious when you know there's really no reason to be cautious. It's not you. It's so anti-you that you really feel almost attacked or assaulted. So there is a sense of major defensiveness that's building here. Time for a deep dive. This is interesting energy, Libra energy, but this is love. This is, falling in love and romance. So this is definitely partnership. Swans mate for life. They start out really ugly and grow up to be really beautiful. Their beauty is admired through, for centuries. It's been the swan has been a symbol of beauty. So this is that Venetian energy, which is, in terms of Taurus, it's upside down. It feels stuck. It feels trapped, but that's just luxury. That's just, glamour. Here, there's a sense of romance actually and partnership actually being something that is optimistic and still on the upswing for you right now. Maybe you're dealing with a Libra. There is still this sense of kind of blocking out romance because you feel stuck in so many other aspects of your life that that romance may be taking a beating because it's like whatever's new right now is kind of irritating you or pissing you off because you've gotten into such a self-defensive, protective, everybody stay away from me kind of mode. Spirit has your back. This is Capricornian energy. This is a change in what you adhere to, a change in structure, a change in law, a change in rules. This is a sense of government and establishment or industry, school, any kind of established institution. I don't think that you really love I don't think you're loving on the current I don't think you're loving on the current establishment, the current way of thinking or way of living. I really don't. I think there's a sense of you feeling stuck and like you have to defend yourself against it. Now is a lucky time. 9 + 4 = 13, which reduces back down to 4. This is fertility, love, not just love, but like fertility, multiplying your abundance. So this is your central energy. And I think that that's why you're so tense right now. There is a sense of being stuck and being denied forward progress when that's where you're ready to be. You're expecting things to move quickly, move fast, move quickly. You're kind of you want things to hurry up and get going, and you want the pace to pick up. but it's not. It's still sort of pinning you down. And you have so many great ideas and so much energy to push those ideas forward. But whatever you're experiencing right now is kind of like a clash against that, because it's not what people expected or what people had established. I think you need to keep trying, because if you're, I remember last week's reading, and there's a sense that if you're in a new environment, you could really change things. A lot of times people don't like change. So there is a sense of you being this progress in the midst of anti-progress. And it's not that you don't have a place there. You do have a place there. But let's put it this way. There's no way that you could have anticipated people's reaction to you. And you have, part of moving things along is dealing with the people who have been there all along, So there's that sense of you feeling like you're fighting against how it has already been established. You are never alone. First of all, you're stressed out, which is not good for your heart. Second of all, there's a sense of really feeling like you're isolated and that nobody likes you, or you're disconnected and you're not getting support. Spirit has a plan, but it's, once again, in reverse. A sense of not meant to be. Something is not meant to be, especially when it comes to that heart space. Something is definitely failing or disappointing you and letting you down. It is kind of like hanging by a thread. It's interesting. I want to see what that's about. This could be, because romance seemed to be trust in the great mystery, 6 + 5, a sense of just diving right in. Diving into a situation where you don't feel at home, you don't feel like you belong, and you don't feel loved. Now, why would you do that? Let me see what this grounding energy is. Time to heal. So changes are in your midst, trying to purge that poison from your belly. Sweet results await. So this is sexual energy. This is Leo energy. You could be involved in a sexual relationship with a Leo, but you don't really feel the love. You just dove right in. There's a sense of sensuality here, but there's not a sense of anything emotional happening. But this is also a sense of purging all of that venom so that you can be successful. There is that sense of maybe feeling attacked or feeling like somebody's waiting to ambush predator style, all the hard work that you've done. I don't know. One more grounding card, please, for Aries. So card that flipped here too, okay? Yeah, this is lay a solid foundation. This isn't somewhere that you want to stay for a long time. This was a temporary solution. Oh, we have 3. What? Wow, this became a much bigger reading, right? We have this and that are true, trying to see both sides of a scenario so you can make things work, so that you can understand and either be more relatable yourself or relate to others better. And then truth transcends illusion. This is Aquarius energy, a sense of changing, knowing that you can't go back, knowing that your life is permanently different. Also a sense of truth coming out. This is Aquarius energy as well, being prickly and being defensive because you want to stand out. It's almost like intentionally making yourself look weird or unique, and that's part of your defense mechanism. Is like, if everybody leaves me alone, then nobody has a chance to attack me. Interesting. And this is your grounding energy. Let me think on this for a second, because hold on. So in terms of your grounding energy, you're trying to make something work that you really don't want to work. So you're in a high pressure situation now. This feeling like you can't get out of, or you're obligated to stay in for whatever reason. What it looks like is there's some financial stress. There's some financial stress that's keeping you in a scenario. Could be a relationship that you know is not going anywhere. It could be a job that is changing or that is different than the one that you wanted. There's a sense of not wanting to stay here long term, but being financially obligated to do so. And the one thing that is consistent about Aries energy is it has a very hard time being controlled. It has a hard time feeling lorded over and dictated to. So there is that sense of wanting to get out of here quickly, wanting to move on quickly, and going into the scenario with the attitude of, I want this over and I don't want to tolerate anything. Blocking yourself from new relationships, as well as just not trusting other people, and maintaining your distance, kind of letting people know right up front, I'm not here to stay. And that could be why you're getting some kind of kickback or pushback from those around you, because there is a sense of you not being completely committed. So hold on, I'm going to flip the camera so that you can see the cards. Let me reposition the cards a little so you can see them a little bit better. Let's get this up. Okay, there you go. I really feel like you are fighting whatever situation that you're in right now. What's interesting about the scenario is it does seem to be implied that this could be a good thing. You know, this could be a really nice situation that you're in and have a lot of potential. But for some reason, you're just blocking that sense of seeing that, you know, seeing the other side of things, seeing that the opposite of what you thought was true could work for you too. There's a sense of not wanting to see maybe somebody else's hard work, or not wanting to see how this could benefit you, really not even being willing to entertain the idea of staying here for too long, or that it could actually work out for you. There's a strong sense of resistance here. This central energy mystifies me, to be honest with you, because this is luck. This is happiness. This is abundance. So it tells me that there is wonderful potential for there to be abundance here. But it's almost like you're sinking your head under water. You don't want to see it. Let me get deeper into this in terms of tarot. I'm going to pull a full spread, and then we're going to go into your romance and love reading too, Aries. I will see you guys in the extended. The description box is below. The link is below.